this time of the solstice. It's a lot of cultures celebrating in their unique ways, but there is also a unified story that holds all of this in totality. And in fact, it is a celestial story, a story of the stars that we have emulated into so many religions and thrown the cultural lens on this arc. But when you look at the journey of the sun as it flows across the sky, in the winter time in the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, of course, it's the summer flow, but that point of extreme is one side of the arc. And then the sun does journey on to go across the sky to reach the other side of the rainbow when the opposite solstice comes into being. And it's this journey across the sky that ancients all around the globe were seeing. This dance of the sun across the sky, giving us the seasons that we know. Spring, summer, fall, winter, if you're on the higher points of the globe. And in other areas, you get the wet season, the dry season, the different ways that the seasons appear. They all have that thread back to how the sun does appear. So this movement in our sky, this wonderful arc of light, is the dance of creation, the wheel of the year showing up in the sky, in the story of light. And in fact, this winter solstice for us northerners, we can acknowledge and still describe it as flowing across, boom, 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 to the lowest part. And where does it land? Oh my gosh, dear friends, it's actually called the Southern Cross constellation. And as it stations and starts to make its journey back in the other direction, there's approximately 3 days where it rests in the same point. Oh my gosh, what a connection. The sun moving, traveling through the sky, landing on the cross for 3 days before it does rise. Well, we get to watch it. Every year we dance around the sun. And when you learn this code of the truth of how we flow, you can see the interrelation of how cultures around the world came to describe this journey of the sun dying and rising again. Only somewhere along the path of life, it went from a celestial object into a human. And with this humanity replacing that wonderful cosmic glow that we love as the sun, there became a veil of confusion that we are still untangling in this present day, when we, the people, are coming to reclaim our cosmic citizenship like we do today, honoring our earth and all the sacred mysteries that she holds, peopling people and societies, allowing us to grow. But we are at the same time children of the sun, children of the stars, connected to the sky, united in one living creation that is the fabric of life. And claiming this interrelationship, this weaving, this wonderful space, we acknowledge our lives to be so purposeful in the way that we share and co-create our reality. So it's with this presence that we welcome the shifting, changing of dark to light as we come to the culmination of extremes. In one hemisphere, the shortest day and longest night, but then even on the other hemisphere, at the very same time, you've got the longest day and the shortest night. And so this duality, I would also like to celebrate at this time. Duality can often get a bad rap on this planet, as if we'd have to choose what would really be better, when the reality is the big news. That day does not exist without night, and night not without day. And it's time that we learn to embrace the gorgeousness of the duality, of the change, of the seasonal cycles. It's nothing to be feared, because as we learn to go with the flow, we can trust that we have nothing to fear. Always guided, always growing, always learning in this earth school. And even though it can be complex, it's also pretty cool, because these intricacies are what allow the creativity of each living heart to shine. Everybody incarnated to glow the perfect radiance of their unique heart mind. So we presence this dedication so potently, my dears, fluffing out the auric fields of life so that energy flows crystal clear, trusting those inner voices, those quiet guides that come from the etheric realms into our conscious presence awareness. This is the moment supported in constellation, empowering us to dare as such love-evolutionaries, claiming the now age as the kind Levolution to be the new baseline for all hearts to shine within ourselves, our families, our communities, the nation states, the ecosystems, the biospheres too. This is a moment to harmonize with the flow and elevate the frequency too. So I invite you to presence a special dedication that you'd like to help empower, to grow, and give a moment to really come into awareness of where you want this nurturing energy to flow. I'm going to share a sound healing galactivation that I co-wrote with the elemental spirits of this beautiful cenote. And as we take this sound bath galactivation journey, we presence our attention as a community, empowering each other to trust the flow, trust ourselves too, fluffing up the goodness, now and always, as we do. Sweet and complete, a cenote fluff for equilibrium to be the optimized baseline of your heart light, and for all beings. Cenote fluff, beneficial life. It's a sound journey activation flow to fluff up the goodness everywhere we go. With the wisdom of Cenote bless, we fluff up the goodness in all the unexpected places. In the most delicious ways, we galactivate the grid for all to flow in grace. Flowing like the water dripping off the stalactite into the wet pools of love evolution. This is Shamanatrix Missy Galore, wishing you peace and heart bliss forevermore. See you in the next video.